Hello, everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Southern Fried Knowledge. As I like to think of it, the College of Southern Fried Knowledge. Hopefully, you'll learn some things here. Hopefully, there's a little bit of humor. I feel like I'm kind of a funny guy. Um, I can be serious. Um, you want to know? My name is Avery. I will be your host in these journeys. What is my channel about? First, let's talk about what everybody else says their channel's about. They are not specifically. They say you have to find your niche on YouTube. You want to do videos about working on cars? Do only that. You want to do videos about tool reviews? Do only that. You want to do videos about cruising? Do only that. Um, I'm a multi-layered individual. I know, sounds hillbilly coming out what you're hearing, but I'm old. I'm old. I'm old. I've been through a lot of things. I've learned a lot of things, and I'd like to just share some of those things. Sometimes we'll do humor. Hopefully, I can inject a little bit of humor in everything we do. Sometimes it'll be more serious, but getting back to what I was saying, I do ramble a lot, so be ready for that. Um, they always say you can't do several different things. Well, these several different things are things that I know. So if you want to know me, you're going to have to hear about these several different things. But I will say this when I do, and I will tell you some of the several different things, and I'm not even limiting myself to the things that I'm going to mention on this video. Um, but I will put them in categories where if you want to see this, if you like travel, I'm going to do some stuff on travel. Um, If you like music, we'll talk about music. Because of that copyright weirdness on YouTube, copyright this, copyright that. So I got to watch out. And that's what's going to be really hard for me. Y'all have to help me with this. Um, you can't hardly use any music, and music is a very important part of my life. People don't understand. Some people probably got a little idea. Some people that know me, I know y'all don't. You're strangers right now. Hopefully, we'll in some way get to know each other a little bit. Hopefully, I'm around long enough to make an influence on people. Um, but I can't really put a lot of music into my videos. I plan to talk about music. Let's uh, let's get to some of the things my channel's about before you just click off and go somewhere else. What might you find on my channel? I think I mentioned travel. I have at 65 up, and it's right at the end of the year 2024. It's just past Christmas. Um, Not looking at my calendar, but it's like 2 3 days before New Year's. Um, it's the Saturday after Christmas, so y'all look at the calendar. Y'all figure that out. I'm busy trying to make this stuff up in my head. There's no script, so we're gonna freestyle a lot of this, which is kind of scary sometimes. But travel. At 65 years old, I have traveled to 48 of the currently 50 United States. Um, in the middle of 2025, coming up in about 6 months, we will be traveling to my 49th state, and I'm kind of excited about that. Um, if I'm still here, I mean, you never know. A meteor could come crashing through the roof right here in my shop and just squish me flat. With my luck, it would be a meteor about the size of a pea, so it wouldn't hurt nobody, but it would wipe this building out and right through the head. That's my sense of humor. Deal with it. Um, some people that do know me, they get that. Some people hadn't really seen all of that. I'm gonna have to. I'm like an onion. It's gonna come out in layers. It's gonna peel back. You'll start seeing it. I digress. Travel. 48 states. Going to the 49th. We have a cruise scheduled, if I make it that long, for Alaska. Never did a cruise. That'll be different for me. Never did a cruise. Not really interested in cruises. You get on a boat, you look off the boat, you see the ocean, you go to some beach somewhere where everybody's staggering around drunk and stuff. And I'm not making fun of them because I bought the drink package on this cruise and I can have 15 drinks a day, so I'm going to partay. Yeah, like I party. One drink will wipe me out. But yeah, that's a whole other thing. We'll talk about drinks some other time. I don't drink a lot. Never drank an entire beer in my life. I've sipped, didn't like it. Tastes like horse piss. Um, do drink stuff like margaritas occasionally. I digress yet again. Travel. This channel, Southern Fried Knowledge, will feature travel. Not doing a lot of travel right now, but you know what? I've got videos. I've got slideshow presentation because old people do slideshows. We know a lot about that. I can show you pictures. I live close to Atlanta right now. I'm from South Georgia, but now the last 10 years we've lived near Atlanta. And I'm a mountain kind of guy. I've been to the Smokies many times in my life. So I've got pictures and videos of the Smokies. You know, whatever you're going to see, Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, you know, Blue Ridge Parkway, whatever you could think of on that. I've got stuff that some of it's pictures, some of it's videos. I've got in 2022, one of our trips was because I had been once before at that time in 2022. I had been to Yellowstone at about 14 or 15. So we went to Yellowstone. We did it was almost 2 week trip in 2022. That was our vacation. We went to Yellowstone for 3 days. Flew from there, not Yellowstone. There's an airport in Bozeman. We flew from Bozeman to Seattle. Went and did some whale watching. Spent a day or two in Seattle. Drove down to 5, I believe it was. Y'all know the interstate over there on the west coast. It's 5. Then we got over on the is it 101? This is the problem with being old. And in January of this year, I was in a wreck, and my memory has really been messed up since the concussion. I've got 6 ruptured discs in my back right now. Still working on all that stuff. That's why I'm sitting down right now, because my back hurts all the time. One reason I'm doing this YouTube channel is because the work that I do is very heavy lifting and stuff, and with 6 ruptured discs, those two don't get along too good. So I'm trying to find something to compensate, because I don't know that I'm going to make it to like 72 retire. I've got to try to bring something to bring some money in to pay the bills. So hopefully within a year or two they'll do that. I digress again. You see what you're going to get with this channel? It's a guy that just sits around and talks. So Yellowstone, 3 days. Seattle, couple days. Got on the Coast Highway. I know it's called the Coast Highway. I think it's the 101. Drove down the Oregon coast. Beautiful. And I went over there to see some things, another things I've seen, because most of the states I went to was when I was much younger. I have did some traveling as older person. My back's hurting, so I got to move around a little bit. This ain't the most comfortable chair. So we drove down the Coast Highway. Beautiful beaches, and I'm not really a beach person. But they had really beautiful shoreline. When we was in Seattle, we did the whale watching stuff, so we seen some orcas. That was all cool. I got videos. That's what I'm trying to tell you, the travel part. Then I wanted to go down because I remembered a place and I think it was in California, because redwoods are kind of in Oregon and California, but I think in California there's a place called Trees of Mystery. And as a 14, 15-year-old kid, I thought that place was amazing, and it was still in existence. So we went there. We went to, after that, there's just an old road that nobody drives down now because they want to take the major roads. But there's a road called Avenue of the Giants. It's the big trees. Redwood, sequoia, anyway, the big trees over there. Amazing. You gotta go sometime. Anyway, I got all that on video and pictures and stuff. So we got that. We can make videos and pictures stuff out of. We wound up in San Francisco, spent a day or two there. Went to Alcatraz and the Fisherman's Wharf or whatever it's called. Didn't hang out in San Francisco a lot. Not a whole lot to do there. And then we flew back to Atlanta. That was 2022. 2023, because I had learned that cell phones do not hardly work at all around the Yellowstone area, I thought, let's do a deeper dive. So we went back to Yellowstone again for nearly 2 weeks. I think it was 11 or 12 days, and did Grand Teton, Jackson Hole. Amazing stuff there. The Beartooth Highway. If any of y'all have seen these things, leave a comment below. When I say Beartooth Highway, it's amazing. Jenny Lake at Grand Teton. I always say that wrong. I'm going to get in trouble for saying that wrong. It's Teton or Teton. But anyway, it's the place that's right next to Yellowstone, and it's a national park. That place is magnificent. Anyway, so we did that last year in September. Love Yellowstone in that area, in Jackson Hole, and riding down from the ski lodge. It was just, it was amazing. The music and I tried posting that video at the time. It had, can I get in trouble for even giving a shout out to the name of the song? Something in the Orange. I will try to remember the guy's name. I was just listening to him a while ago. The guy that sung that. It was playing on his tram coming down, and I posted that video, and it was so peaceful and wondrous looking out across everything. And YouTube pulled the sound off of it because of that song was playing on the tram in the background at the time. When people talking and everything, I never knew that you couldn't do all of that stuff with any kind of music. You're not supposed to hum it or anything. So that's going to be a journey. Okay, this has been going on for quite a while, and all we've covered is maybe music, but I think I said we do travel. But I plan to do some music videos. Not music videos, can't do that. I did used to like to kind of do like air band stuff. I do have guitars. I have quite a few guitars. I would say not enough. Some people around here would probably say too many, but you can't have too many guitars. But even coming up as a kid, we would crank up the stereo, jump around and pretend we was playing them butt-kicking songs, classic rock stuff. Used to like to do that a lot. I can't do that with my back messed up, and I'm kind of old, but I do still like to get down. All right, so we'll do music reviews, like classic bands from the past, and some of the new ones I like. Linkin Park and some of the stuff that probably some of the newer people do. Seether, Evanescence. Most of my stuff is based classic rock, blues. I like some bluegrass, so I'm a versatile type guy. Not real big on rap. If that's your thing, that's cool. You like rap. About the only rap that works for me is Linkin Park can kind of get away with it on some of their songs. It just never conveyed the feeling to me that lots of other forms of music do. Bluegrass and blues and classic rock and stuff like that. So we'll try to do some reviews of that. There's going to be some DIY on my channel. Different types of DIY. In my business that I own, I do work all around Atlanta. I have worked in 7 different states with this business. In the Southeast, I work at dental offices. I work on dental equipment. I'm actually in my shop right now. This is just a small room we boxed off here with heat and air conditioning in it. The rest of it's more of a storage room in the metal building we have out back, our shop. But this is the smaller room, but I work on dental equipment here. And if they need a loaner for something that I picked up to fix for shop repairs, I'll bring a loaner. This right here is a loaner autoclave. I've got several of them. I'm probably fixing to have to sell some of them. I do need to start dwindling my stuff down. I don't know how much longer I can keep working. Anyway, we're going to do DIY on dental and medical equipment. And I've seen other people do the DIY on dental on YouTube before. And I frankly wasn't impressed. Those guys, I wouldn't listen to their videos. But if you're not knowing and you're watching the information, there's a lot of stuff you see on YouTube that's just kind of like clickbait or fake news or whatever you want to call it. Just because it's on YouTube don't mean it's real and true and everything they tell you is going to be completely the proper way to do something. So I'm going to hopefully show you the right way to do some minor working on dental equipment. I'm a licensed electrical contractor. Been an electrician for 47, 48 years now. Been doing the dental for about 24. I mostly do dental now. I do still have a active electrical license. I might do some DIY on how to wire up a receptacle, how to wire up a light switch, how to wire up a main breaker panel, or hanging lights or fans or something. Whatever comes to mind that I'm still able to do. I've done a lot of stuff. I've wired a lot of houses. I've wired multi-story buildings by myself. I do a lot of the dental stuff that the bigger companies, they'll have 4 or 5 guys doing it, and I'll go in there and move the whole office. I move entire dental offices. We might get some of that. I'll probably do some traffic stuff where we ride in traffic and just having a talk like I am now that show you how much fun you can have if you have to deal with the traffic in Atlanta. It's a wonderful experience. That's a little bit of humor there. If you hadn't driven in Atlanta, you won't know. But you can imagine it's got to be bad here. But we have the worst drivers, the worst traffic. Anyway, traffic videos. We will do some back to the DIY. I said dental. I said electrical. I can do DIY topics on how to pour concrete, how to build like I built this room here, how to frame up a room if I'm actually framing up anything in the near future. Don't know that I'll be doing a lot more than that. Nothing else. We can talk about how we done it and proper process and things to do for stuff like that. Some things I can talk about, not actually have one as an example. We did music reviews. We did, hopefully some things will just be funny. I lost over 7.5 hours of video that I shot on this very camera. It is a DJI Osmo Pocket 3 camera. Just bought it. I'm still learning it. I lost over 7.5 hours because I pulled the card out, the memory card, SD card, whatever you call it. I'm not real good on technical terms because I'm an old guy and that stuff come along after me. I'm kind of like an Atari 2600 kind of guy. If you've ever heard of such a thing, if you hadn't, that was when video games was real video games. But anyway, SD card. Yeah, so I pulled it out, tried to put it in my computer, which we've been having a lot of trouble with, my laptop. And when I put it in there, in the card reader, it said format. It acted like there wasn't nothing on there, but it tried to show something, but it never really showed a video. It just showed tabs that you couldn't open. So I put it back in my camera thinking, well, I'll download it some other way. Well, when I put it back in the camera, it said there was nothing on it. You got to format it. So whatever my computer did, it sucked it out. So I reformatted it. I don't know if I could have saved it, even though it said there was nothing on there. I think I'd already lost it. But when I formatted it, it was gone. I had some pretty good raw videos from around Christmas time. Christmas Day, actually. I spent Christmas Day home alone and took that opportunity. Like I did a video of a man in the kitchen. I was cooking a ham. I was making dessert, making different stuff, and I'm not no gourmet type person. So it was kind of funny to watch me go through the mistakes and go through the process and still come out with something. And still, it was a lot of fun. I mean, I had different things going on. I was babysitting the cat and the dog that lives here at my house now for the last year. So that would have attracted the animal lovers. So I might have to put them in my videos some more. They're up at the house. I have to come out here to keep from losing my mind sometimes. Anyway, and it's quieter out here. I'm, out here by myself. I know I'm forgetting some things, but the main thing I was trying to say is I'm not just going to have one thing. Oh, we're going to show you how to put flower arrangements together. Nothing wrong with that. I might even do that for you sometime. I'm not real big on that, but I mean, I'm just wanting to show you things that I know about, that I do. Some of my things are very educational. Some of my stuff is hopefully funny. I mean, I think I'm funny. If you watch these videos long enough, you might see some of that coming out. I can tell you problems I have with some of my clientele and just the concerns and issues you have in this field and working in general. We can talk about, I can do product reviews. I can send you to other, like Amazon or something, tell you here, tap the link in the bottom. I'm ready for all of that. Oh, before I forget that, click down below and subscribe. Click the subscribe button. Give it a thumbs up so we know you're watching. Because you don't get nothing from YouTube. No money is made until you get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 views, I believe. Sounds like a monstrously big number. But maybe, I think I had a viral video on that, cooking that ham. That was kind of interesting. That was, yeah, there was some things involved in that video. I wished I could recreate that, but it wouldn't be real. We was doing it in a moment, and it was perfect. It was perfect! I'm not mad. This is just me. Woo! See, we can have fun like that once in a while. Not really feeling a woo a whole lot right now. My back is hurting so bad. I'm fixing to have to go find some pain relief, and there's not a whole lot that helps this. A lot of the doctors I've been to has actually made it worse. Never get a radio frequency ablation. I had that in August, about the middle of August. This is almost New Year's of 2025. And what they do is stick needles, hot needles, like 700 degrees. They shoot steam in there or something. I don't know exactly the process, but they superheat your nerves. They stick them, and they did my neck. I got 3 ruptured discs in my neck and 3 in my lower back, and I got a whole lot of stuff messed up between my neck and my lower back. It's a train wreck, folks. This was actually from a car wreck. I'm still dealing with it, and I think I'm going to be dealing with it until it's all gone down the toilet, and I am no more. But I'm okay with that. You just got to roll with the punches. Where was I? I completely lost that train of thought. I'll go back later and say, oh, I know what I was talking about. But yeah, the radio frequency ablation, they heat it up. What they explain it as is this will stop the pain. That sounded great and amazing. Stop the pain. But what they meant was we're going to stick these piping hot needles in there and cauterize. Later they used the term cauterize, burn, fried, cook those nerves so they couldn't send the signal into my brain that it was hurting. But what that did, I couldn't work. I couldn't get off the couch for 2 solid weeks. Not 2 days, 2 weeks. I'm the only one working in my household making any money, just paying any bills. 2 weeks of, even though I make pretty good money, that was hard. Now, I used to work 6 and 7 days a week. I work sometimes 12. I worked 18 hours a day. Since they did the radio frequency ablation, I'm having 2-day weeks, 4-day weeks. I don't think I've had any 5-day weeks. But what that done when it fried and stopped that, it's starting to actually sting a little now. It stung at first, felt like a bee stings, and it felt like a sunburn, but it also feels like Novocaine back there. You can't feel it. So I could just knock on my thing, and I'm like, hey, I don't even feel this. That part, right on your spine, that part you won't feel. But what you will feel is all the muscles around it that goes down. And I've actually got some really bad stuff down there below my neck, between my shoulder blades, that was really messed up. And they kept saying, oh, we can't do nothing about that right now. We're more concerned about your neck. Well, my muscles that hold my head up on my shoulders decided, you know what, we've had enough. When they did that radio frequency ablation, I couldn't hold my head up. To start with, I couldn't hold it up at all. Then I got to where I could hold it up for about 2 hours. And then I got through where I'm working a 4 or 5 hour day, not no 8 hour day, mind you. I'm walking around holding my head up like this or walking like this. And everybody, you go in a doctor's office like this, and they're, because I work at dental offices, and they're like, you got a headache? And I know it's a long story. So, it's like, physically, it feels like 2 bags of cement sitting on top of your head, 2 60-pound bags of cement. You can't hold your head up. So I find myself, if I'm working on a dental chair in a dental office, laying down on the floor, and I might be working up under it, but I might also be just laying down and let my head reset, because that's about the only relief I'd get, was to lay down and reset. I'm kind of setting up, leaning back now. It's better now. It's better now, but this lower part has started hurting worse, and now my fingers, especially my thumb and this finger, sometimes it's middle one and sometimes it's all of them, but it's usually this finger and thumb tingle. All it feels like ants crawling on. When I stand up, it's going to get worse. Tingle goes down my left leg. Already had a bad right hip, so it's like I'm falling apart, people. I need this YouTube channel to be successful. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, like, share it with all your friends. This guy needs money coming in, because he's not going to be able to do this dental stuff much longer. I digress again. Don't do a radio frequency ablation. At least don't go to the doctor I went to, because he sure as hell didn't know what he was doing. Or let's just say this, it did not work on me. That's probably enough for this video to kind of introduce you. Let's review. We're doing travel. We're doing DIY in dental, electrical, DIYing around your house. I can review music. Didn't say a whole lot about reviewing. I don't even know if that pinky works anymore. We can review tools. I do like a lot of tools. God, I got a lot of tools. I got some videos about showing some of the tools. I can review you tools that I like, tools that I don't, products I like, products you don't. I can send you places to tell you, follow this link below and go look on Amazon or wherever, Harbor Freight, and go buy you one because this is the greatest thing ever, or don't buy this, or don't use this product because it is garbage. Don't use this. Stay away from it. And that'll be up for you to decide whether you believe me or not, but I have years of experience, so I can tell you from my point of view why I like or don't like certain things. And we need to wrap this up because it's feeling like a lecture, and I need some pain relief, y'all. My eyes is even hurting. That was part of my car wreck thing. My eyes, I got one eye that looks up and to the left, one eye that looks down and to the right. My ears, my hearing is worse. My hearing was bad from going to rock concerts when I was much younger and listening to my music in my vehicles, and that messed up my hearing. But the wreck actually knocked some stuff loose. I hear things rattling around in there. It's like my brain's is, I don't know. Anyway, I've got 2 sets of hearing aids. I don't hardly ever wear them, but when I really need to hear somebody, I have to go get my hearing aid and stick them in. I just don't like wearing a hearing aid. A lot of people don't like that. That is enough of this video. Good God, man. You're going to have a YouTube channel. Save it for later. You know what I mean? So, as I have rambled on for some time now, we're about to call this one about as long as we can call it. And hope that you'll come back for other videos. This one's probably going to get posted because I need to get some stuff up on my YouTube channel. YouTube channel's been there for 2 weeks. Ain't nothing on it yet. I've been trying to figure these things out. So I had another YouTube channel. I didn't even know I had that one. But that was when I didn't know you couldn't post, because I went to like Kenny Wayne Shepherd, filmed it. Went to, might have been Pat Benatar. We went to a Pat Benatar concert, filmed a couple of those videos. I did Alan Parsons. But then I learned you're not supposed to have anything, music on your thing. I did one of my little funny videos where I'm playing around with a guitar and singing to a song. There was somebody covered it. What is their name? It's something like Really Happy Band, the Super Excitement Band. I can't think of their name now. If I think about it, I'll post it in the comments later. But they was doing the song Maniac. I think, yeah, Maniac. If you wanted to see that video, it's not going to be on this channel because I don't want to taint this channel with music. They hadn't turned it off yet because nobody's seen it. I think it's got like 20 views from a year ago. It's like, this guy is weird. But if you wanted to see something like that, where I ain't scared of them shutting that channel down, I think it was titled Maniac Workout in Covington, I believe is what I called that. Might have been Maniac Workout in Covington, Georgia. Look that one up, and I'm pretty sure that's the only video you're going to see like that. It's not on this channel. It's on my other channel that just have music stuff on it, and we're probably just going to let that one sit there by the wayside and die until they lift all these copyright rules. I get it. People need their music from copyright and all, but why can't we just have a little fun? Like, what if I want to do karaoke or jump around and dance to music? I don't see the harm in that, because I would tell you, this is Kenny Wayne Shepherd that performs this. Such and so wrote it. Or whoever wrote it, I'd give them the full credit. But the way you read up on this copyright stuff, it don't work like that. So you got to watch out. So I'm learning, and I might still get slapped by YouTube saying, you can't do that. No. We will find out. I have to go get some neck and back pain relief. Y'all come back for the next video. Hopefully this one will be one of the ones that I post. I'm trying to post some of these raw videos. The quality right now is going to be crap because I don't know what I'm doing about the video and downloading and all of that. But bear with me, and hopefully one day it'll be like, you know, some of the other guys I'm scared to mention now because I'm too small. But we've got other people we like to watch on YouTube, and you probably watch some of them too. But anyway, like, subscribe, come back, and rock on. Goodbye for now, everybody. That's the end of this here vlog.